Alright, I got my road grader kit off the rear end. I don't think I had to take those links off, but oh well, just put them back on. That's how the road grader kit, it only bolts to the top half. I think I'll either clean it up or replace it. I haven't decided about the cover. But these are old brackets. I took my truck in like 2003, 2002 and had air ride put on it, not knowing what the hell I was doing. He didn't even notch the frame or anything, but just air brackets that held the bags on. It was a pretty cheesy setup. Bag actually blew just a few weeks after I got it. He didn't cut the front pocket out enough, and he cut my exhaust off. My exhaust was like right here, blowing right on top of the bag. So it's pretty stupid, waste of money. And then I took it in, had that guy's mistakes fixed. That guy just basically pointed my exhaust down, cut out the front pocket more, paid him. Bag blew probably 3 days after I got it back because he didn't cut the pocket out enough still. So then that's when I decided I'll do all this shit myself because I can't trust anybody. But anyways, so I'm gonna clean all this crap up, grind it down smooth, get all the loose scaly shit off, and then chassis saver it. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna get some new brake line once I get the new kit on. Put new brake line on it and run it to fit the kit, because all these bins are for stock purposes. I need new bins, and that way it fits better. So yeah, I haven't decided if I'll try to change the seal out or not. I've never done it, so. Ouch. Fucking slipped underneath my fingernail. But yeah, shouldn't be too bad. I'm thinking instead of having this hose, I might put a little filter, a little breather filter right there. Put those in there to protect the threads. Just pushed it down there with a little clip tool. I don't know where I put it. Oh, there it is. I just pushed it down in there, and then after I get it all done, I'll pull those back out and the threads will be clean. Same thing with the little foam pieces. I'll pull those out before it's dry. And then after it's dry, and right before I put it back in the truck, I'm gonna drain the oil out of it and put new oil, and then change the gasket. So that's the plan. And then after it's dry, also I'm gonna scuff up just the cover and paint that blue. Well, I gotta paint it white and then blue. If you try to paint over black with just blue, it's not gonna come out the right color. So, and you can paint over the chassis saver as long as you wait for it to dry, and then just scuff it up. I could just paint it without chassis saver in it, but it'll be protected underneath the paint, so if the paint decides to come off, it's not that hard to repaint it. Oh yeah, and I pulled these off. These gotta point up. Those have to be at the top of the pumpkin. That's the top. But I pulled those off so I could get up to the edge. Not on this side, but right here. And I can't pull them completely off unless I take the axles out, and I don't want to do that. So I probably should, because then I could change the wheel bearings. But I can do that some other time. They're not that bad. I don't hear any grinding, or they're not loose or anything. So the next step is, I already blew it off. This is empty now, but got the PPG wax grease remover. And then I got one of these hefty little fellas. The handy spray, whatever. Anyways, I filled that wax and grease remover up with this so I can pump it up, spray it, soak it. Really good is what I saw on the YouTube. Big ass fucking Mountain Dew. Anyways, I'm gonna soak it with that, let it sit. I already went over the whole thing with the wire wheel. I even took my little Dremel tool, got in the little crevices that the wire wheel wouldn't fit. I took the Dremel tool, scuffed up where I grinded so it wasn't smooth. So now it has like a jagged feeling, just like the rust does, because that's what the chassis saver likes. It doesn't like smoother metal. So that's where I'm at now. Oh, and then after the wax and grease remover comes off, or after you let it sit, you rinse it with water, and then you wait for it to dry, and then you can put chassis saver on it. So I'll try to video like me actually putting the chassis saver on. So I'll be back. Alright, just wanted to show you guys I've sprayed it down with that wax and grease remover a few times actually. Wiped it off. And then each time I wiped it off, and then the last time I just soaked it. And then I let it sit for a minute, and then I hosed it off. That's all the water hose. It's kind of cool though. I didn't think the water would really do much, but after you soak it with that wax and grease remover, it actually gets quite a bit more. Oh yeah, and this hose, the vent hose, it's only necessary for like if you're driving through deep water and shit. So because I'm not planning on doing that, I'm gonna replace this with one of those little tiny filters. So I'm leaving this on here. Same reason I'm leaving this on here, to basically self-mask. Because since I'm taking it off anyways, I can leave it on there, pull it off when the chassis saver starts to dry, and then it'll leave a nice little line. So I don't get any chassis saver on the tube that this clamps to. Then I don't have to worry about masking it off. Once this dries off, I'm going to mask this off though. Masking that off. And then I'll probably mask off this just so I have a nice line. But that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, I've got a mask off. I don't know if you can see that. Drain hole. Oh, you can see it a little bit. I'm gonna try to mask that off best I can so nothing gets on the threads. In case you're wondering how that comes off, it's just like a wrench or a ratchet without the socket. It's like the ratchet end, so you can get an extension and stick the extension in there, like act like that's the socket. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I might blow it off to speed up the drying though. Alright, so I lied. I guess you can't really see it. I don't know how to turn this fucking light on either. Oh, that's weird. Anyways. Oh, I lied. I'm not really. I moved my jack stands so they're on the, sitting on the studs, lug studs, or whatever the fuck. So now, I just cleaned up with wax and grease mover and then hosed off the arms, or the axle shaft, or whatever the fuck. So now everything is clean. I gotta go to work, so I'm gonna just let it air dry all night while I'm at work, and then hopefully first thing in the morning, I might wait until it starts getting a little hot out so it can cook off any other water, but we'll see. Anyways, so I should be able to do all of it at once, and it'll be good to go. I don't have to worry about moving the jack stands or anything. But yeah, anyways, I gotta go to work. I'll talk to you later.